Hello, my name's Scott Perry. I'm a professional magician and this is a magic review. Kind of.
It's a kind of magic.
In today's video, we're going to be breaking down a few very good value, very affordable tricks. Recently, I did a overall review of Ollie Mealing's Fiverr Friday series. So if you haven't watched that, please do go and watch that. It's a video on my channel. It explains what the Fiverr Friday series is. To sum it up, every Friday, Ollie Mealing is releasing a card trick, a somewhat original card trick for just £5. You get to own the tricks forever. They are all quite interesting. Some of them are completely impromptu. Some of them are literally a deck of cards, and that is all you need. They are all card tricks. They use all different kinds of methods, but off of the back of that review, we live in hard financial times, and also there haven't been too many really good magic releases recently, so I don't have that much to buy and to review for you. So I thought I would give you 3 of my top tricks, top effects from Ollie Mealing's Fiverr Friday to get you started with something new, a decent, wholesome card trick for the price of a posh Starbucks. All of the recommendations are in links in the video descriptions. There are also live performance trailers by Ollie if you follow each one of the links. I'm not going to put them in this video just to keep the video as short as possible, but without further ado, number 1, apodiopsis. Apodiopsis is an interesting idea. So for those of you who don't know, apodiopsis, and I haven't Googled this actually, but in the instructions and also in the performance, Ollie explains that apodiopsis is the process of undressing people with your eyes. So that's already quite an interesting premise. And what you do is you very fairly get someone to pick a card, they put it back into the pack, and then you try to undress the pack of cards, and then in doing so, you reveal the one card. It's very interesting. It's a very novel idea. It's very entertaining as well, I think, and it uses just a regular pack of playing cards. So that is my recommendation number 1, apodiopsis. Number 2 is crush. Crush is not necessarily a trick. And even though it uses cards, it's not necessarily a card trick either. So again, all of the links and live performances will be in the links in the description. But crush is essentially, you take a card, you give the spectator a card, and you both have a piece of tin foil. So you both, you have a process of do as I do. You fold up the cards into a piece of tin foil, so it's in a nice little packet. And then you say, this is how you get rid of playing cards. And you crush yours into a tiny, tiny, tiny little ball. And of course, they can't crush theirs. It's quite interesting. It's quite funny. I would say that this is more of a trick that you would do on your family and friends if you were at home, at a dinner table or something like that. It does require you realistically to perform it at a table. It's not a trick that you can perform stood up, but it's a fun trick, I think. And it's one of those non-tricks. It's almost like a thing that you do in between a magic trick. That's just something very interesting and fun. So that is my recommendation number 2, crush. Number 3, and I think I've saved the best for last, is the magic tree. The magic tree for me blew my mind. So again, this is a card trick that you can do with any pack of cards. It is completely impromptu. It will require a bit of practice. However, it doesn't require any practice of sleight of hand. Basically, the spectator does everything physically with the pack of cards. You have to do a little bit of remembering. You have to remember a little bit of storytelling, and it's a little bit of a brave and bold magic trick to do, but it is such a good idea. I can't believe I haven't thought of anything like this before, or I haven't read about anything like this before. But the magic tree for me is one of my favorite effects on the Fiverr Friday. So that is 3 magic tricks that you can get that you will own forever, that are very interesting, very fun, and they are just £5 each. Again, the links to all of these are in the description below. And you know what? I really like Ollie Mealing's work. So we'll have a bonus one. I've done 3, and now we'll add a bonus one at the end. It's called discarded. Discarded is a very fun idea. It's again, much like most of these tricks or effects or methods as well, it's relatively simple, and I think Discarded was even the very first release on the Fiver Friday. But I do think it's such a great trick. I forget the name of Ollie's friend who he performs it to in the trailer, but even his reaction to it, you can see it's kind of unfathomable how you would get to this result in the trick and find their card. And it's very fair, and I think that's it. So these are 4 fantastic, relatively easy magic tricks that just cost £5 each. By all means, go and check them out. The links are in the description below. Ollie is a great card magician, as anyone who has been into magic for a while will know. If you're not familiar with his work, this is a great chance to become familiar. And as I say, we're living in quite tough financial times all around the world. So for the price of a posh Starbucks, you can get yourself a brand new trick. That's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and of course, do leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. I'll see you in the next one.